Suddenly, the dot-com era of the 1990s and the crash that came in 2000 is being discussed. Even Gen Z is reading all about the dot-com crash. And it's all because there's unease about AI. The AI gold rush has created record valuations, billion-dollar bets. But with big tech CEOs now admitting the industry may have overshot and data centers around the world struggling with power demands, questions are growing about whether the ground is shifting for AI, and no one is immune.
We're entering this new era where computers not only understand us, but can actually anticipate what we want and our intents.
This race for AI is moving very fast, and we have absolutely no reason to be ashamed of where we stand. In France, we have over 1,000 startups, some of which are developing some of the most advanced models in the world.
This technology revolution will elevate everyone, but it'll help poor people the most.
Not too long back, it seemed like everyone of note at every event and company of note, big tech, conferences, government and academia, was gung-ho about how artificial intelligence was going to change the world for better. Make our lives easier, accelerate humanity's evolution exponentially. Then there were the naysayers, folks on the other side of the spectrum, who said that AI was going to take over, was not to be trusted, was being deployed way too soon, and so forth. Actually, those people are still saying the same things. Recently, though, there's another bunch of people, proponents of artificial intelligence, who've been striking somewhat conciliatory notes. Like Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai, who spoke about the dreaded AI bubble.
You see real demand, and we are constrained in our ability to serve that demand. So given the potential of this technology, the excitement is very rational. It's also true when we go through these investment cycles, there are moments we overshoot, right, collectively as an industry.
Now, Pichai is clearly talking about only the economic aspect. The hype is undeniable, from driving up productivity to automating a host of management and logistics tasks, from creating art and writing code to transforming businesses and daily life. AI has been pitched as a panacea for all our ills. In this hyper-FOMO marketplace, investors have been pouring billions into AI startups. Organizations are spending heavily on AI-driven systems and deploying them at scale. In recent news, Google made a commitment to invest $15 billion in India over the next 5 years to establish an AI hub in Visakhapatnam. According to a Gartner report, the worldwide investment in AI is projected to reach approximately $1.5 trillion in 2025. As usual, it's the markets that are the first to sniff out the first signs of danger. It's been 25 years, but memories of the dot-com crash still linger.
We can look back at the internet right now. There was clearly a lot of excess investment, but none of us would question whether the internet was profound or did it drive a lot of impact.
Back in the late 1990s, the media hype around dot-coms pushed valuations of internet companies to stratospheric levels. These valuations were not based on inherent value drawn from performance, profits, or even revenue. But when reality hit, markets crashed and wiped out billions of dollars of investors' cash and destroyed economies. The parallels are hard to miss. Sky-high expectations, soaring investments, and hype-driven valuations mean that if artificial intelligence doesn't deliver, there's a harsh landing coming.
AI bubble is, I guess, essentially a prediction about the state of the stock market, particularly the US stock market, but also globally, referring to the big 7 tech companies that are making up, I think it's like 35% of the value of parts of the US stock market, essentially being massively overvalued. And potentially their value dropping suddenly and precipitously, maybe today, maybe in weeks, maybe never. Who knows? That's what a bubble is.
Now, data centers lie at the heart of artificial intelligence. To power the powerful chips that drive AI requires huge amounts of power and an equally large amount of water to keep the servers cool. With AI, that sustainability question isn't just financial, it's environmental. Data centers, the buildings that power these systems, are already struggling to keep up with demand. Countries around the world are facing a backlash. In the US, approximately $64 billion in data center projects have been blocked or delayed by a growing wave of local opposition. In Chile, there have been concerns about water shortage in data center locations, while in South Africa, the national power grid has come under a great deal of stress. Case in point, Ireland. The country hosts over 80 operational data centers. Currently, 22% of all the electricity produced in Ireland goes to data centers. That's more than all the urban homes in the country. Environmental campaigners argue that these facilities are simply unsustainable for the climate and for Ireland's carbon budgets.
At the moment, there's a warning sign around Ireland's long-term future for future investment on the basis that we haven't delivered a clear message as to what it is we are doing around our energy, our grid, and our policy.
Now, AI has shown immense potential in specific applications and is delivering tangible value for early adopters. But widespread impact has been slower to materialize due to significant technical and implementation challenges. The concern about an AI bubble bursting is real. The fact of the matter is that large companies like Google are seldom allowed to fail. It's the investors who end up shouldering the burden of government bailouts. From an environmental standpoint, when the industry consolidates, AI is likely to become more expensive to use and less accessible for the common man. Given the implications for the planet, that may not be such a bad outcome.